Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got
Kyle McIntyre.
Kyle McIntyre.
Like always.
All right. We keep swearing that we're going to get back to it, but things have gotten in the way. Regular episodes.
Shit, just push the cast.
Yeah, I know.
Stretch the time in between.
But it's funny. It took me It took me a while to edit the last one, so we were talking pre-Christmas. And now we're post New Year's on this one. But hey, we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. I think we got to do a little catching up on the page to be, in
the good graces.
Yeah, in the good
of
graces.
The page lords.
Exactly. But hey, we're doing it.
They got a gun to our head.
We're doing it. We're getting back into it. But it's been a while since I talked to you, Kyle. What's new in your world? What's shaking? What's grooving? What is good? It's like a month.
What was that?
It's been like a month.
Yeah. I did a little bit of hunting, I guess. So my brother was in town for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And like the last couple days, he went on like a hog hunting trip the weekend before. I was working. And then
he just go down the local watering hole and then just
sweet.
Buy a couple ladies some drinks and see what happens.
run the triangle as you drive down the strip with a bunch of bars.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a fucking sandwich hanging out the back. A couple cans of beer.
No, you go hog hunting. You go and hang out in a men's bathroom just by the urinal.
Oh yeah.
And then
staring at all the.
When you see one, you grab it. You just don't let go.
Give me that otter. The udder.
Give me that hog.
The hogarino.
Hogaroony. So
no, you went.
He invited me out. It was about 3 hours south of where I live.
Yeah.
So if you know Texas, I guess it was like southeast of San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
A town called Cuero.
Yeah.
So he had a friend who owned property there.
Yeah.
Hadn't ever been. No one has hunted on it, I guess. So it wasn't really set up for it, but we were the first one. So we gave it a little trial run.
Yeah.
So he, like I said, he had gone out locally unsuccessful, and so I think he still had it like he still wanted to go back out there.
And
he still wanted to get some. Yeah, I got that fucking pig itch.
You got the bloodlust.
Yeah, so he didn't shoot anything before. So, but damn, I don't know if you've ever been out in like the woods at night.
No.
It's, it's kind of scary.
Well,
it's like creepy.
Like I'm, San
you can't
Diego,
see.
SoCal boy. So even just being in like woods, I guess is like. We were around that when we were in Washington and Oregon, right? Like proper woods? No?
Proper trees, yeah.
Trees.
We got trees and stuff and forest, I guess, but that's more
one bar that
that's
was
more
like,
east.
One bar that was like next to like a what was it? Graveyard? Cemetery?
Yeah, that was a little weird. But
like
ooh, spooky.
I think it was
we should come back here on Halloween. It's like we're closing down tomorrow.
Yeah.
Forever.
We lost our asses on this show.
Yeah.
We're closing down.
Just by turning on the fucking power.
Yeah.
And your fucking amps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so out in the woods, 3 dudes with rifles.
Yeah.
Dark, pitch black.
Just some good old boys.
Yeah. Never mean no harm. So
a 6-pack of Coors banquet.
No,
you guys are all right.
We weren't drinking. Dude, I was already tired from working like 2 weeks straight from work. I was like, this is gonna be good. I'm like sitting out there. I started snoozing while I was sitting in the chair because I brought the same chairs that I used in my living room. Basically, they were my living room furniture for a little bit before I got my sectional.
Yeah,
and I'm sitting there with the rifle, and I'm like, I have the safety off, and I'm sitting there. I'm like dozing. I'm like, I need put the safety back on because I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna like, wake up, just shoot one in the freaking air.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were not successful also in shooting a pig. Yeah. We came across 3 of them. So the property owner, he's a farmer. He's got cows. He has a problem with the pigs. They're tearing up the ground. Yeah. They eat the cow's food that he leaves out. He doesn't live there permanently. Yeah. So they'll break into something and they'll eat all the food, and then he's got to go get more.
That's bastard.
So they're a pest. Yeah. So, and then the McIntyre brothers. Come to mop up. Yeah. Solve the problem.
Well,
so we only had like
is like if you did shoot one, what the fuck would you do with it?
Just leave it there,
and then the pigs would eat it
probably, or just leave it out for the buzzards to get to it. Yeah, we got freaking buzzards or vultures, whatever. Yeah, they're huge. But if it was like okay, shoot it. If it was not a older, like if it was like a nasty freaking pig, then no, we're not gonna cut it up. I think even then you can take like the shoulder, the butt of the pig. Yeah. And then you take both sides and then, you could cook that. But anything else, if they're past a certain age, I hear it's just not good. Yeah. But if you shot like a smaller one, you'd probably take the whole thing. We didn't go that, we didn't think that far ahead because we just wanted to
kill them.
We just wanted to cause mass destruction.
Yeah. So, I mean, okay, you said you saw 3 of them.
Yeah. So
how'd you let that go?
Yeah. You let him go?
Yeah.
No. So the way the geography is, right? So one of the fundamentals of shooting, right, is you have to know what's behind your target, right? You can't just like, there it is, pole, shoot him.
It's coming around for us.
Yeah, because if life or death, you just kind of deal, This was not, so we had just gotten there. It was still daylight. Yeah. We were walking the property, the area that we were allowed to shoot in. And like I had mentioned, there's cows, right? So there's lots of cows. There's like 50 cows. Yeah. But they were in like the direction that these pigs were. So they were skylighted. I don't know, or skylined. I don't know if you know what that means. Skyline is, like a city, right? We could see them. There were pigs higher than us. Yeah. We could see them on the top of a ridge. And I couldn't shoot them because on the other side of them, you don't really know what's up there. So if I miss, or even if I shoot one, what is going to happen to my round? Probably kill like the prize bull, $50,000 bull up on the hill.
Yeah, fucking Ferdinand blood on your hands.
Yeah, I know. So I didn't shoot because I didn't want to deal with,
You didn't like that reference? Nothing? Okay.
Ferdinand the bull?
Yeah.
That's a cartoon, right?
Yeah. I think it was like a book.
I don't fucking know.
Book, of course I'm not gonna know that shit.
The DreamWorks fucking cartoon or something,
kids book or something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, we couldn't shoot them, and then Cameron's friend showed up late, and he had just bought a new rifle.
You blow it
with a new scope.
Yeah,
and so he had to sight it in the dark.
Yeah,
and it was very difficult to do. He had a thermal scope, by the way, which are really expensive.
What's a bubblegummer move, right? And you're not a noob. Like, hey, I got this fancy new thing. Oh, do you know how to use it? Well, no.
I don't want to hold it against him because we also had new scopes, but we believe we had them dialed in, right?
Oh yeah.
So there's a chance that ours weren't also, but his was thermal, where he had to actually shoot the gun, to see if it was on. We had night vision where we could use a laser and go, okay, my crosshairs are lined up with this laser.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, boom, bada bing, bada boom, we're on.
McIntyre boys, dead eyes.
Yeah, we don't need no scopes.
Got a bead on this pig.
Yeah, so I think that was part of it where we chased him off because he's shooting at night.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate. Yeah. So that's probably one of the reasons, but it could have been. Okay, so here's more evidence, right? Cameron and I were there for like 2 hours sitting in the dark, and we could hear all these things walking around. We just couldn't see them because of the way the forest was laid out, that we could hear them. possum like walk right up to him before it even realized he was there. And then he shined his light, like, get the hell out of here. What are you doing? But also, like, when we were sitting there, we could hear, like, crickets. You know, like okay, usually it tells you the forest is, like,
jumping.
That there's nothing wrong with the forest, right?
Yeah.
There's no, like, predators walking around or, you know, after he shot a bunch of times, dead fucking quiet.
They're like, hey, calm down.
Yeah, there's someone out here, you know? But
Someone
we sat there for a while.
The ecosystem.
We sat there for a while, and with his thermal, his thermal was amazing. Before he put on his gun, I was looking around, and I could spot, like, oh, there's a rabbit over there. Like, in the pitch black. You're like, oh, shit, I could tell exactly what that animal is. Yeah. You know? And then...
I mean, how close did the possum get? Like, right up to him?
Oh, like within 2 feet of him. Yeah. He's sitting in his chair, and he's like, he could hear it walking up in, like, the leaves, like...
What do you do? Like, just, like, freeze?
Yeah. He's sitting there just, okay, is this thing going to walk towards me or straight? It's just coming straight for him. Like Titanic to the iceberg, and then he put his light on it, like, get the fuck out of here.
As far as, like, like little, like, garbage animals like that, they're pretty cute. Yeah, them and raccoons are all right.
No, they're
they're good guys.
I know people just shoot them because they're, like, low on the totem pole, you know, but, yeah.
It's funny.
I love them.
There was, like, one that was, like, hanging out, like, on a fence, like, eye level. It was, like, at night. And so when I'm walking home, and I like, you know, walking up the driveway, and then, like, I look up and I just see from what, you know, lights are shining or whatever, you just see 2 glowing beads.
Yeah.
And, like, somebody who's, like, a person's height, like 6 foot or so, because he's sitting on, like, a little fence. I was like, oh, yeah. Scared the shit out of me. I thought the kid was got. Like, this is at the end of me. And it turned out just being a possum. He's just looking at himself.
Some demon following you.
Which is funny watching those things clean themselves. He's like, licks his hand, and actually, like a cat does that. And just, that's like, cool. Scratching his back. Like, I'm like, he's all right.
Yeah.
He's probably like hanging on the fence because he's like, yeah, I heard there's a fucking coyote on the premises. I don't want to get ate. I'm going to get eaten. Like, they see my ass, and the coyotes gonna be like, all right, dinner bell. Here we go.
I don't see a whole lot of possums dead on the road. I just see a lot of raccoons, though.
Yeah.
You know, roadkill. Occasionally a turtle, which is really sad. A lot of deer.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because to me, I'm like, they're not as cute as, like, a raccoon. Sorry, deers.
Yeah. I did see a dead pig the other day, though, like a big pig. Like, on the road. I'm like, damn, whoever hit that thing.
You see that, and you're like, man, I should call Brian.
I miss him. Yeah, so we sat there for a while. Like I said, he was able to spot things through the way that night vision works, right? It picks up low light.
Oh, yeah.
So, or infrared light, I should say. So we had you had a scope, and then you have an emitter next to it. So it's like low tech, right?
Yeah.
It's a really high definition camera, but it only picks up infrared. So we're looking through, like, tree branches and stuff, and of course that eats up the light signal, right? So, so it's you could see branches and then shadow behind that. You're like, great, I can't really see past these branches. So in some situations it sucked. If we were farther away, if we had cleaned up the, you know, cut trees down, I guess branches, and clean the dead stuff up, which I think if we're going to go back, we got to do some maintenance of this area to kind of clean it up. Run the mower, because, oh, damn, I forgot. When we got there, we started walking, and I had my shorts on just from driving, right? I had, like, some cargo shorts like a man does.
Yeah.
You know? Like, like a dad does, right? Cargo shorts.
In winter,
yeah. Yeah, and I also have my shoes I was telling you about earlier, my black shoes, my Under Armour shoes, whatever.
You're not going boots? No
hold
boots?
On.
Okay.
That's how I arrived, and then we're going to walk around, and I put boots on, but I still was wearing my shorts. Should have changed the jeans. I had the jeans.
Yeah.
And we did a lot of prep by the way. I don't know, I was about to say there, bisonly, by the way, where we cleaned our clothes in like a enzyme-based cleaner, so it took all the smells off, and we did all this prep work for our clothes. Yeah. So I didn't want to wear it and stink them up while I was, on the way there. So, but I should have put them on while venturing around the property. Mm-hmm. But I got the front of my legs, actually all of my legs just cut up from these razor vines. Yeah. These vines that have I think they're like little acacia trees or something.
Okay.
They're thorns, and I just have my legs are destroyed still.
Yeah, you're fucked.
They're horrible. Yeah. But I should have done that. So that sucked. I was the lead man with the shotgun walking around, as one does.
Yeah.
And so I was running point, and I'm walking and just freaking, God damn it, fucking God.
Yeah.
But anyways,
just you
didn't shoot anything.
Dad shit. You're like, God damn it.
Yeah. Oh, it was bloody, dude. There was some bleeding everywhere. That's why the pigs didn't come.
Yeah.
Like, there's too much Crisco down there. Too much Crisco blood.
They're like, one of our own is fucking bleeding. Pull one out for our
howl at the moon.
One of our brothers.
So yeah, we laid out like bait. You're allowed to bait stuff there in Texas. Here in Texas,
you're just jacking off.
We were baiting all over the place. Yeah, we did make that joke a couple times. We baited all over this property.
What do you use for bait?
We laid out the super bait, and then we laid out the master bait.
Yeah. What's bait going for there for the?
We did corn. So corn and Kool-Aid, by the way.
Sorry.
So like,
nice.
That's what they say, Kool-Aid, which is funny. Like with the wind, you knew when the wind changed direction out there because you're like, you could freaking taste it. You're like, damn, like, just sugar.
You lay out cornbread and Kool-Aid. She, motherfucker.
Okay. Okay, chill out.
One of those pigs like, damn.
Wow.
Okay.
Anyway.
Brian cut.
So, yeah, cut that out. Yeah, unsuccessful. We went and got Whataburger at some point because there was a small town that had a 24-hour Whataburger close by. So, of course.
We need sustenance.
Yeah. Speaking of bait, they got fucking 3 pigs there. You know what I'm saying? Pull through the freaking drive-thru. Slap the door.
We got our haul, boys.
Yeah. So, we went back and I just went to sleep. I slept in the passenger seat. I was like snoring for a while. I woke up. My brother had his freaking ear pro on. His freaking his earmuffs. I'm like, oh shit. So I got him laid in the back of the truck and slept there.
Nice.
But anyways, they went back out and went back hunting. I went back to bed. I was like, this is I've had a long 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But we did find a really nice Mexican restaurant down there that actually pretty good.
Okay.
You only have to drive 3 hours to find a good Mexican restaurant
in Texas.
But it's funny. I did get like huevos rancheros, which is like an easy.
Oh yeah.
Beans were good. Salsa was good. The ranchero sauce was good. The eggs were good. I'm like, all right. But it's not like, oh, this is good Mexican food, I guess. But everyone else had good food. Yeah. So we'll call it good.
Yeah. Sorry.
We'll go back, I'm sure, and maybe we'll do some maintenance on the property, clean some stuff up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's a good trial run. It's definitely one that you're like, oh,
I mean, you got to put the work in. I get it. You got to learn the
okay, and not
the ropes.
Hear me out here. I'm not making fun. But it's like you bought all this shit. Like as far as guns and supplies and things that you can use, and now it's like a practical use. Like I want to use it now.
Yeah.
So you're like, fuck yeah. And then you don't get to do anything. You're like,
fuck. But that's how it goes, right? So like, but for me, like I've always just collected guns not for hunting, but just because I like them.
Yeah.
They're fun. I like building. I like, customizing, doing those kinds of things. I think that's fun. Shooting them is also fun.
Well, it's also part of the hobby and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
And then it's like you could always justify like, I'm gonna use it for protection. You could, but it's like really you're also doing it because it's a passion. It's like you like it.
Yeah.
It's like me. I'm like, oh, like also like us as musicians. Like, oh, if you could play guitar on stage, you're like, fuck, god damn, this is sick.
Yeah.
But it's also cool having them and never using them.
Well, yeah, I guess it's like collecting. Yes, exactly. It's like collecting something, and then you're like, oh, I'm actually going to play on stage with a band.
Yeah.
I'm going to apply it. And that's kind of what, in your first show usually isn't good, by the way.
Or
your 8th, or your 9th, or your 20th, or your 50th.
Yeah. Or,
usually not good.
But, yeah, stuff like that. It's like, okay, cool. I can actually go out and use these practically. You're like, oh, this is sick. And it's like, okay, maybe you didn't get, a shot in at one of the pigs.
This is what I use. It's not like a super crazy setup. It's actually a really cheap rifle.
But as far as you were ready.
Yeah. A cheap rifle with a cheap scope. And when I say cheap, I mean this setup costs more than a lot of guitars, right?
Wait, what's that? Can you move that closer to the camera? Is that okay? For some reason, that brand looked exactly like we were talking about on the Patreon. That font looked like Manfrotto.
Right here?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's hard because of the camera. It's not as
it says Night Snipe. Yeah, I'm sure it's the same freaking font.
I think it's the same font. And
it's probably a non royalty or whatever.
Which Manfrotto is like a brand for cameras and stuff like that. That also has like a lot of pieces that like you use to connect cameras and mics and shit like that. Anyways, I'll leave that in.
That's fine. So this is what I was talking about with a night vision scope, which are usually cheaper than a thermal.
Yeah.
This is like a $350,
That's not cheap.
Scope. Yeah. Yeah, it comes with an infrared light.
Uh-huh.
This is like a $400, brand new, usually you get them used. $400, $300 blackout rifle, right? And that's basically all I put in this. So, but, it's easy to actually, what's really cool about this optics is it's all digital.
Yeah.
You shoot the gun, right? Wherever entered it on the target, then you use a little reticle. You actually move the reticle to where the hole is, where you punch the paper on your target, and then it recenters it on here.
Oh, you would put it on a stand, maybe?
Yeah, you would make sure that it was solid, not moving.
Uh-huh.
And you actually move with a little, like a gamer, like a little pad here.
Yeah.
You move the reticle and go, that's where my 0 is, and then you hit it, you confirm it, and then it goes perfect, and it relocates wherever center is now, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So, and then you go, this is a profile for this rifle, and then you take this off and put this on a different rifle, and you can do the same thing there, and you have a profile moving between them, which is actually really cool. Once you move, because usually you move with scope.
Saving presets.
Yes, there's a preset in here.
Helps out.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, so this is the only thing I've ever preset.
As opposed to like saving presets on your DAW or your
we talked
interface.
On the Patreon, right?
Yeah.
About saving templates. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a cheap setup. I'm not trying to spend a shitload and then like, I don't like hunting.
Or I don't know, who knows? When you're out there in the shit, things can get fucked up, and you're like,
that's what they call like in a war zone.
I know.
I was in the shit. Oh, where'd you serve? I was at a pig farm. Or I was at fucking.
You took off more of your camo stuff, but you just really stealing valor. I was out there in the shit.
You salute Boy Scouts that you see. Thank you for your service.
You get to Whataburger and they forget your fucking ketchup, and you're like, we're FUBAR.
You know what that means, right? You know what that stands for?
It's like fucked up beyond all repair.
Yeah, there you go. Or beyond all reason, or yeah.
And your brother's like, nah, we don't need any military acronyms right now. I think we're okay. You could have some hot ketchup. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it was a good experience. It's like, yeah, actually apply things practically and what I learned stuff from when he went and hunted earlier in the week. Because I brought it up to one of my coworkers. I was like, yeah, they just went out hunting. He's like, did he wash his clothes in like a neutralizer? I'm like, no. Did he spray his body down with a deneutralizer? I'm like, no. He's like,
that's where he fucked up.
Yeah, because I was like, yeah, they had 2 places they were baiting, but every time they'd go between them, it seemed like something was eating one, and they'd go back to the other, and something was eating it. I'm like, yeah, because they could smell you. They can smell really well.
Yeah,
they're just avoiding you. They're like, all right, boys, time to dip into the woods. Go back for the other pile of shit.
They can
smell some more Kool-Aid.
Smell like Cameron's Jacquard Noir cologne. Like, you don't need 4 pumps, my guy.
Yeah, chill out with the pump.
It smells good for those pigs.
You smell that Dr. Pepper.
Oh yeah.
So, anyways, had a good time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, 3 hours down there, 3 hours back.
Yeah.
I was exhausted. By the way, I didn't do anything. I just walked around the woods, trampled around, played freaking war.
Got my legs cut up, and then I went to sleep and ate a burger.
Oh, I did bring some things for like trial run, for like if I'm camping, right? Because we're out there. So brought my water bottle I got recently. I got a 50-ounce Yeti. It's like a Nalgene. Yeah. Or Nalgene, however you want to. Anyways, very cool. It's a wide mouth if you open this one, and then it's a little small mouth if you unscrew the top. That's pretty cool. And then I got a jet boil. Do you know what those are?
No.
So it's like a hiking or camping stove, but it's a little. I should have brought it out, but it's very cool. It's a little fuel tank, like a pancake style fuel tank with a burner
gel for like the buffets or something like that.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not gel. It's gas. It's like a mix of like propane and ethanol or something.
Yeah.
Or I forget the ethyl butane, or I can't remember.
Yeah.
But anyways, pancake, like I said, the fuel in it, the actual burner, and it locks on to like the actual vessel you're boiling water in. And it does it like in 2 minutes. It boils so fast.
Hell yeah.
So I brought like those freeze-dried like mountain house things. Because I had Carrie buy like a bunch of like the top rated ones to see which ones are good, like a single of each one.
Yeah.
Just to kind of see. Had the chicken fried rice, which was pretty good.
Do a couple noodles or something like that.
Well, yeah, you could do that, definitely. But these take up like less room than a couple noodles. You'll need a styrofoam, right?
Yeah.
Pour it in, zip the pouch back up, let it cook basically or rehydrate. And like I said, the chicken fried rice. You're like, what happened to the shrimp? Did he lose his job?
Yeah.
I was waiting for that all day to fucking tell that joke.
Like, yeah.
Got it. Yes.
Landed.
Yes.
Yeah. You do a backflip on camera.
in my chair, just fucking land on a guitar or something, just destroy. Punch a hole through the fucking cone of the speaker. Yes. So, tried that. I've had another one the other day too. The adobo chicken one.
Okay.
Fucking great.
All right.
But there's probably some stinkers. We're gonna find some stinkers. But I brought like beef lasagna too, and just things that I'm like, these are safe, probably out in the woods, Yeah. Anyways, amazing. The thing boils so fast. I did also a trial run in the house too. Yeah. Just before I went. Yeah. So I ate the adobo chicken at the house, by the way.
Yeah.
I was hungry. Lunch. No.
Just
lunch. Take that.
You got a fucking problem with that? I'm hungry.
Take that for my lunch for work.
That could work. That could work.
Yeah, but it's like probably so much sodium in those.
Yeah, no. You're right.
Probably just preservatives. I don't know. I guess freeze drying is a way to preserve. So it's probably not the healthiest thing. They're just like a quick meal, and sometimes they're probably not good.
Yeah, I just recently got. I'm back on my bullshit trying to do the low carb keto thing. And there was this ramen brand that is like, oh, it's like low carb, healthier, low sodium, blah blah blah. I bought, like they come in like the cup of noodle type deals, and then it's also like a ramen pack. I'm like, let me try this out. So I'll report back. I can't remember the brand for the life of me. I'll mention it if it tastes like shit, and I'll mention it. I'll mention it if it tastes good. I bought it just the other day, so I'll let you know. And if it's gonna be good, then I'm like,
horrible.
Who knows? Well, I don't know.
Cardboard noodles.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of the low carb stuff.
You getting rid of all the good stuff?
Yeah, it's not as good. Like I've been doing like these low carb noodles.
Yeah,
noodles in parentheses. Big ones. Italicized.
It's like sawdust flakes.
They're not noodles. They're like what's like I don't know. Like
veggie,
veggie
paste,
veggie, like strips or whatever kind of deals, like shredded, like palm fronds or whatever, and it's like you eat them and it's like, oh, their consistency of noodle, like spaghetti squash type deal, right? And that
still ain't spaghetti though.
No, but you throw sauce and chicken on them.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, I'll like Alfredo sauce and chicken on them. It's like, okay, this is. Yeah, it's just a slop. Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna eat it, and it's low carb, baby. I'm keeping it tight this year. Except, I'm still getting drunk, so I'm not cutting that out.
Yeah. I guess other dry runs I did with that. I brought my big ass bag, that one that you made fun of me for getting.
Oh yeah.
Packed it with a sleeping bag, a poncho. Carrie, a blanket, cats, ground blanket. Yeah. Carrie came with.
You packed her in there like Yoda.
Yeah. Doing backflips and shit. Or front flips. That's how Carrie sounds.
Yeah.
So yeah, brought all this shit in there. On top of all my guns I brought too. And, but yeah, I also did get another item, which is another Yeti product, but. I got this for coffee because I'm trying to just drink, coffee in the morning and not grab that white monster because there's already one fucking white monster in this house.
I like it. This episode is sponsored by Yeti. Promo code K-Man.
Go fuck yourself.
K-Man 420.
No, yeah. Anyways, I had to slap a Bucky sticker on this one too.
Oh yeah.
So this is brown. The other colors were very not masculine, or not cool. I mean, this is not technically like straight brown. I guess it's like it has like a texture to it. It looks like leather. Yeah. So I was like, that's cool.
That's manly.
That's manly. What's more manly than killing an animal and putting it on a cup?
Yeah.
Gotta go. No, there's like a color differentiation. I know you're a leather man.
Yeah.
You're one of them leather daddies.
Leather daddies.
Top grain.
Full grain. But I'm still just like black. If you can get anything in black, that's the best way to do it. Everything black. Batman style. Does it come in black?
Does it come in black? Does it come in blacked?
Raw.
So, I got a lot of other things, but we can move on from this.
Yeah.
Anyways, I learned a lot. I plan on doing it again. It's gotten the juices flowing where it's like my brain is thinking, how could we have made this better? All right, maybe we get out there and we freaking build a better place for us to hang out in. We're not getting, eaten by insects and,
possums,
pigs.
Yeah.
Anyways. So, what's new with you? What you got?
Those three young men learned a lot about themselves on that trip from Marble Falls to San Antonio.
We learned a lot. It was the friends we learned. What was it?
Friends you made along the way.
Yeah, there you go.
And the burgers they ate along the way.
The burgers they ate along the way. That's pretty good. Damn.
But yeah, no, that was like your trip. Like we did nothing. I had burgers and I fell asleep in the back of my brother's car. It was.
And I woke up almost back in Austin.
Yeah, no, that's good. All right, I got a couple good things for what's new. Actually, music related, which is nice. Nice
Wow.
change of pace here. So I played a show last weekend. And leading up, this show had all the telltale signs that it was going to be a fucking stinker. It was going to suck. Like, and just leading into it, I'm like, you know, you get to that point where you're like just a band that just commits. Just in cases that way, like playing with a pilot was. You know, like somebody says, like, my singer is sick, so they canceled. I'm like,
oh, fuck. That's the worst. Those bands don't deserve anything.
Like, you fucking piece of shit. And like, anyways, so it was an all ages show on a Sunday. So we're already not doing good here, right? But it was at a venue that we've been trying to get at for a couple years. Just because we've seen shows there. It's like, how do we get in here? Like, why is this a fucking exclusive club here? You know, it's like, but, and so, you know, we took the show. Somebody had booked it and they asked us, and I'm like, cool. So it was like, Sundays are tough to begin with, right?
Sundays are for the boys, first of all.
Yeah. And then,
remember that one. Write that down.
Remember that. And then Sundays, you know, it's like at an all ages club, we're like, okay, a lot of our friends are not going to want to go to like an all ages like venue.
Yeah.
Because we're old. Calling balls and strikes here. Right?
Oh, fucks. Yeah, of course.
They're like, oh, you have a bar gig in a couple weeks? We'll go to that one. So I'm like, okay, we're probably not bringing a ton of people, to be honest. But anyways, so you could book the show, like, before we even booked that pulley show, we booked this one. And it was like, cool, Sunday, cool, we're fine. And they're like, hey, agreed, you're in the middle. Best slot, right. Bands started dropping off leading up to the show. Because of course, right?
It's like when you're the middle child and then your parents have another kid. Oh, wait, no, one of the kids died. No.
Died.
Never mind. Scrap that one. I was a middle child. Actually, I was the youngest child for a long time. 8 years.
Yeah.
And then
I love that spot.
I
great,
loved it.
Great spot.
And then this little shit came along. All right, and then I was the middle kid for about 2 years, and then an even bigger piece of shit came along.
And I was even more middle. That was the middle act.
I was still kind of in the middle. So you know what? Middle does rock, actually. Wait a minute. What the fuck is your problem?
You know what? I got to eat a hamburger and get driven home. That's kind of like a limo.
Yeah, basically.
Basically,
parents can have a minivan, and then you'll be able to drive it soon. Hell yeah.
So, anyways, lineup changed the week of. Like, guess what? You're now headlining the show. You're closing the show, pal. You're
the opener and the closer.
Yeah. So it's kind of like
grand opening, grand closing.
More and more shit happened like the week of. Like that, like 2 weeks before. It was like the week of, and it's like, why not just cancel the show? Half the bands dropped off. 4 bands dropped off.
Damn.
You know? And not 4. It was, I think, 3. But
you lied.
You're a liar.
Freaking exaggerator.
Yeah.
Hyperbolizer.
Hyperbolic. And then it was like, it's just being in the middle of a 5-band bill to closing it out on a Sunday night. Primo. And then it was like, in the messages the week of, it's like, oh, your drummers all use a house kit. And Brian's like, fuck. As a drummer,
so they have these fucking rules.
He hates this shit, which I get it. It's like, he's like, why do I even own a drum set? What?
Yeah.
Why? It's like you're forced to use a fucking
why do I even have a fucking dick if I can't use it?
Yeah.
All right. I tried that.
I think it was like
doesn't work in a library.
Yeah.
Keep going.
One in the past, like I think one show in the past like 2 years, Brian got to use his kit.
Dang.
Yeah. It's like everybody's promoters, everybody's insistent. Everybody using one kit. Da, da, da. And Brian's like, I'm going to time the setup and breakdown between each band to see how fast they get this done versus us. And he's like, well, don't. share that info because that's a good way for us not to get a show here ever again. Just so you know.
All right, chill.
So we're like, okay, all these things leading up to it. I was like, oh, God damn it, God. But the show was fun as fuck. It was great. The bands were great. They crushed it. We fucking crushed it. Sound guy was on point, like even better than like that fucking. Hold on. Even better than like the other venues in Ocean Beach because it was an Ocean Beach show. Played at Humble Heart. Shout out to him.
Humble Heart. I've never heard of it.
So we played at Winston's and at what's that other one?
Holding Company.
This guy, great job with the monitors. I told him like, what are you doing different than like any other person? He's like, no, you guys make it easy. It's like you have one mix. I just have to nail that mix. One. And you guys told me exactly what you wanted. It's like, okay, so everybody else is a fucking bozo. Got it. Okay, move on.
Everyone else is a fucking boner head.
Yeah, a bone. Just got a penis in there. But and we sold shirts. We got paid a little bit. It was fun. It was like a thing of like leading up to the show. I had the worst expectations. This is gonna suck, and it was great. So, again, bad move on my part. Always thinking negative or whatever, but it was fun.
Boner Brian over here.
Yeah.
Bozo head Brian.
I was a boner. So and then I got
and not the kid from Growing Pains.
Yeah.
They had a character called Boner.
Boner
cool.
on Growing Pains. Okay.
Yeah. I guess it didn't really mean like boner.
Yeah.
Just like that was like a nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't mean dick.
I got a boner. Like an erection.
Yeah.
Here's
it's weird for a grown man to call a child boner, but yeah. Whatever. Different times, I guess.
Here's my buddy. Raging Erection.
His name's his name's Erection. Yeah. He's a freaking Hog-a-Rooney. He's related to Mickey Rooney.
Yeah. He's my friend, Mr. Thick Dick.
This is my friend Nick. We call him Nick the Dick.
Yeah.
Dad, you can refer to him the same way.
You can call him Daddy.
Yeah. Boner Daddy.
Anyways, we're getting too horned up here.
Yeah.
But it was an awesome show. We played really well. And like it was nice to get just dapped up for my bass tone. A lot. Just getting that. Just like constant. It's like, bro, you're like your bass tone. What did you do? Then people are saying, like, what is this? And looking at my board. I'm like,
yeah, tell us about it. What'd you run this time?
Same thing. My board has been solid this whole year. I've got the Shure Wireless. I just used a cable. But
all the tone comes from that. Mm-hmm.
And then going into, well, I mean, it does. You can add capacitance and actually,
you're right.
$550 fucking dollars. You can actually bypass the length of a cable. And then I got the compressor, Cali 76 bass compressor. That's not cheap either. And then you got the fucking Dark Glass B7K Ultra Mark II. With the ML Sound Labs bass or the IR 410 Ampeg deal going to front of house, and people are like, "This sounded great." Well, like, what did you do? I'm like, just this. I'm like, wow, what is that? I'm like, well, this is probably about like $3,000. And they're like, what the fuck? And it's $2,000. I'm exaggerating. I'm being hyperbolic again. They're coming for me.
Yeah.
So.
You stole my joke.
The cherries and berries.
Cherries and berries. Chips coming for you.
Yeah. So, they're
Eric Estrada is gonna.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then a lot of things with my bass tone and whatever it is. It's like, yeah, I'm like, to be honest with you, I did put a lot of time and effort into figuring this out, dialing it in. I'm glad you noticed. And they're like, okay, well, this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah. Wow, we've talked about this for way too long.
I think they were trying to be like, hey, you're a good bass player. I'm like, no, I'm not. Everything here, you could put anybody in this position and they could have the same sound.
Yeah, just hit this note. Yeah. Open A every once in a while.
But, yeah.
Open E.
I did dial it in from the last show I talked about. It's like, oh, my, new strings and stuff like that, but I got those dialed in. My neck relief and everything is set. So I'm getting used to the little bit higher bass playing position of the strap, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It's like where it's like at your belly, little bit up below it. You know, fuck that.
Co sent me one of those like ad things or whatever on Instagram where it like clips to the belt, and you like drill a hole in the back of you put a piece of hardware in the back of your guitar or bass, but it hangs from your belt loop, and you can like it just sits so your bass hangs on your belt.
Yeah, and I've seen that. It's like people who have like bad
spin
backs.
it and
helps
do stuff with it.
Yeah, so it's just always nice getting that, and then like the people there, the crowd and other bands were like, oh my god, the 3-part harmonies that you guys do. It's like, you guys are all lead singers. I'm like, I'm glad that's coming across. And people are saying that. It's like, you guys are great.
It really helps when you have a sound guy that can translate.
Yeah.
I
can hear.
Who goes, oh, they're all 3 singing? How come I can only hear 1? Or none? Let me adjust that. Instead of like, I'm going to fucking go do a bump. I'll be right back. When they're done.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was good. So that was a fun one. So getting a good gig in. I got
a good gig in.
Got a good gig in. It's always good getting a gig in. Yeah. So got another one coming up in next week. So hopefully that one is just as good. So one thing that this is a long time coming, but listeners of the show wouldn't know because we only recorded 1 episode. But it was like 4 or 5 weeks almost. I finally got my guitars back. I think I mentioned it on the pod.
That's right.
I
forgot they existed.
Brought 2 guitars into a repair shop. I'll shout them out because they do a great job. The Repair Zone. Timing wise, is probably a lot on my part. I brought it in the Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, those dudes are totally taking the time off.
Oh, they're taking that whole rest of the week off. And then guess what? Christmas, you're getting 2 days that week. Guess what? New Year, you're getting, they're, taking their time. So, brought my, I'll bring this one out first here. This one is my Jazzmaster. So my white Jazzmaster 62 American reissue Jazzmaster, on, just by the looks of it, not much has changed. But I actually got a proper setup on this thing.
Nice.
Like they leveled and cleaned the frets. And when I bought this 2014 or so, I loved the look and feel and sound of the Jazzmaster. Didn't know shit about this fucking bridge or whatever. I'll figure it out. I didn't. And so I was just setting
newsflash. I didn't.
And I just never had it set up great. It was always like, I think there was like a dumb Smashing Pumpkins guy or was it Jack White? I don't know. Some bozo was just like, you got to fight the guitar to get the sound. You got to fight with it. I'm like,
yeah, you got to play a shitty setup, shitty tone.
No, what's nice is playing a good setup. It's like, it feels awesome. It's like you don't, it's like enjoyable to play. And I'm like, it's super level. It's like almost like, wow, okay, what a proper setup can do. I'm telling you. And then, so I'm like, okay, do that. And then they're like, oh, the frets, and they're probably trying to like upsell your boy. Whatever, I bought it.
They got you.
And then I was like,
well, hook, line, and sinker.
One thing that I probably didn't need to do, but because I've done it with all my other guitars with them, is like, can you get a bone nut in here? Like you make one for this guitar. I had it properly set up to E standard.
And he goes, you know what? I don't have a bone nut, but I do. Have you heard of growing pains?
Dude, this guitar, I've talked about it. It's been in a case for over a year. I've talked about just sending it to you or giving it to you. I'm sorry, pal. I don't know if that's going to happen.
That's fine.
Feels great. I love the sound of it. I love playing it again. And it's just like, although the sticker price of getting a setup and doing stuff like at a proper shop or whatever, this one especially, whatever, it ain't cheap.
It ain't cheap, pal.
It's like $250. And then they're like, do it all up, and they're like, all right, that'll be $250. Like, oh,
You turn the dice all of a sudden. Oh,
I like light a cigarette. Oh, I'm like, what the fuck? 200 for one guitar for just the one. By the way, there's another one coming up. So in case you were
give
wondering.
me a handy after this. What am I paying for?
And then you get it, and then it's like, oh, you know what you're doing. To have this set up and the whammy wiggle stick deal. Sorry to steal that from Ryan. I don't think he listens, but hey.
Don't be sorry.
Trademark. I'm stealing it. It's great. It's a great guitar. I'm so happy with it, and I'm happy to have it part of my arsenal here. And it feels good. And it's it's boring, and also it's a lot of money just to get the same guitar back. Nothing changed on this except just like cleaning the frets and leveling it and stuff like that. And I guess the nut. I don't know if that really changes anything. But just because all my other ones had a bone nut in it, I'm like, just do that. And you said, like a phrase I like, drag it through the garden. Get it all done. Do it all. And he did. And then that receipt showed that.
It's the Shrek with his eyes go wider.
And the Crash Bandicoot. Wow. So I'm happy with it. So getting one guitar back, it did take a little while, but I think that's kind of on my part too, because I took it. It's like, hey, the week of Thanksgiving, they'll get this done fast.
Yeah.
No.
They got shit they gotta do. Plus everyone else who dropped off before you thinking the same bullshit.
Yeah. So
I'll be able to play this guitar in front of my family for Thanksgiving.
And then I got this one.
Nobody wants to hear it, pal.
This one here is tried and true fan favorite. One of my favorites is the pink Les Paul Jr. The Evertune.
Did you clean that thing?
I did, to show
good
appearances a little bit better. I cleaned the blood off of it. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
So just because I'm like 2019, people would be cool and think that's a cool thing. After 2020, people might be like, ugh. Not want to work on it. So I did clean the blood off. So Kyle noticed right away. There was a good.
Yeah, sorry, I ruined your what's new.
No.
I could tell instantly.
But part of the what's new on this guitar that I had them do is Kyle was kind of my main go-to guy for doing pickup swaps, and I need to learn how to do that. So that might be a goal for 2025.
Super easy, and I probably did a shitty job anyways. He's probably like, who the fuck put this in here?
Well, something went wrong with this switch. Not saying it was you doing it, but
I could have heated it up too much.
You were smoking a heater while you're doing it.
Yeah,
you ashing it on the fucking circuit.
Yeah, that's a good fucking switch.
You got your stogie.
Oh god.
So the on and off switch died, so you bypassed it just to a volume. But they got it working again. And then
nice.
So the biggest part of this was this pickup here was originally a humbucker. I had a 59 Seymour Duncan in there. Great pickup. But I always wanted a P90 in a Les Paul Jr. Why didn't you get one? Because I only bought this in 2010. Get off my ass. I love this guitar. And then so I'm like, okay, let's find a humbucker size P90. A lot of the ones that I found were probably great. Like a Duncan.
Duncan Hines?
Fat Cat or something like that. I think it's called the humbucker size P90. But I don't like the look of it. If I'm being honest. It's like silver.
I'm being honest. Yeah.
That's not the look I'm going for.
Yeah.
Bare Knuckle makes them, but it's also like.
Yeah, you like those blacked.
I want to, look like more like a, Dogtail P90, to a degree.
Dogtail?
A dog ear. You're right. Dog ear P90. And
shut it down.
We're done.
Get me out of here.
Interview's
over.
I wanted to look more like a P90, right? Like you had to do a double take to see like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And Bare Knuckle makes them. But yeah, I mean,
Nice.
the thing is you have to get them from and that can of beans,
Yeah.
toast, and then I'm like,
You
okay.
buy a pedal from over or a pickup from over there, and it's just a Heinz can of beans that shows up.
Yeah.
Is beans? Yeah, it's just the beans and tomato sauce. You're like, the fuck? I mean, I'm gonna use this, but where's my goddamn fucking pickup?
Where's the pickup? Anyways, but
We tricked another fucking Yank buying our shit.
there's a brand.
What a fucking. Keep going.
Oh, a bloke over there.
Yeah. A right fucking Yank. He's fucking right pissed right now. He's well pissed.
He's well. That'd be my
brilliant.
A bloody brilliant.
Bloody fucking brilliant.
But
Fucking geezer over there.
Hey, geese, you got a fucking can of beans. In proper London.
Can of beans.
In downtown London.
Yeah, we fucked them over in downtown London.
We got stabbed in downtown London. Well, that going on over there. Anyways, so what I got in
At least our schools
ain't a shooting gallery, bite. So, anyways, calm down, man.
All right,
So,
chill out, dude. Chill out.
There's a brand I've kind of been familiar with working with Justin Matonder Jones and Dan over there with that tiki guitar, which is Rio Grande. They're out of Texas. They're Texas boys over there. And I was, going on Rio.
My pickups come from Texas.
Yeah. And then RioGrandePickups.com. Check them out. That's not sponsored at all, but it's the Bastard series he has. So this one here is the Little Bastard, which is the lowest output. I think it goes like Little Bastard, and Fat Bastard.
Oh, I was gonna say they should make one that's like a full range,
Uh-huh.
and they call it has a fatter tone,
Mm-hmm.
and they call it the fucking Skinny Bastard.
But this one is the Little
Or
Bastard.
they call it you.
Call it
Brian.
They call it the Brian piece of shit model. Because fuck you, that's why. So, low output, it's 7.9K on this bad boy. And I think it's Mike over there at Rio Grande. So, shout out to you.
Nice.
These are pretty good. So, when I brought this to the shop, they were, again, I don't know if they're just dapping me up because I'm like going to spend about, $500.
Yeah.
But they were like Rio Grande pickups. He's like, oh, we used to be dealers of them. They're awesome pickups. You're going to be super stoked on this. And then they're like, this one particular, I mean, the Jazzmaster they liked, but it's like this one, they're like, this is a fun guitar. When I went to pick it up, like 3 of the guys at the shop were like, this is fun. This is really cool. It's like asking me about it. And when I talked to him, like, hey, this is like a Guitar Center special, like limited edition in 2010. And just like my buddy painted it. He's like, a real cool job. It's like, yeah. It's like, you kind of see, like, he didn't think that the paint was going to show, so it's gray. And then pink.
Yeah. Oops.
And then I think that's a cool, like, little deal. It's like, oh, it's like my buddy painted it for me. And then Evertune, they love that. It's like, oh, man, where'd you get that done? And it's like, oh, some dickhead in fucking LA. It's like, nice.
Oh, sick. I know exactly the dude.
And then,
there's only one dickhead in all of LA.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, the on and off switch, that's a cool touch and all this things like that. It's like, one of the guys is like, I like that it's been played. Luckily, I wiped off the blood. But it's like, they're like, yeah, this is a really cool guitar. And when I went to pick it up,
he licks your guitar. He's like, you have an iron deficiency. You know that, right?
Yeah. And so.
Then you saw the other side. He's like,
well, and then even with the anime stickers on it, they're like, oh, it's cool. Yeah, whatever. It's cool.
See, you like guns. She got an MP5 right there.
Yeah, she fucks shit up for her main. So, just everything about it. Like, this is like a run and gun rock and roll guitar. It's cool. And one of the guys, like when he picked up the guitar, he's like, I'll be honest with you, man. I saw this one. I had to play it. He's like, I was playing it for a bit. Maybe like
what?
He's like I was giving it like a run for like 30, 40 minutes. It's like very cool. It's like that pickup is an awesome choice. I'm like, it feels like locking tuners, all that deal. They're like, yeah, what a fun little guitar. And then
painted the back of the headstock, which I think was kind of a cool thing to do too. We're like, fuck it, we're doing it.
Yeah, because this I think it was broken at the time, and then I had you paint it.
Yeah.
And then I took it in to get it repaired.
And they just set it. Yeah. I like the color of the neck too.
And then the back of the neck. This is a roasted maple, so it looks like a rosewood, but it's not.
It's like really dark.
Yeah. Or
dang.
Cooked maple, whatever the fuck it is. And the neck is maple too. So
we call it fucking British fry up maple.
Yeah. So I think
it's fucking fish and chips maple.
I think I use acetone to take the paint off of the back, and then I use like sandpaper or whatever. It's cool, great feeling guitar. Not that I, favor guitars, but that's definitely one of my favorites. Like, I mean, calling balls and strikes. We're doing it again. I like it better than Jazzmaster, but this is fucking sick. To have a P90, an actual P90, I was like, huh. I've always like tried them. I'm like, oh, okay, I get the idea. And then I'm playing it. I'm like, oh, I get it. This is, as stupid as that sounds, like this is rock and roll. This is punk rock. This is fun, stripped down, dumb.
This volume. Isn't rock and roll.
Yeah,
right,
yeah. It's cool. The fact that it's like, oh, he was like, oh, we've been playing it around the shop, and I'm like, is that like a Joyride Ferris Bueller type thing?
Yeah. Sorry, we played a couple gigs with it while you were gone.
Where I should be pissed. I don't know. I'm not pissed, but I was like, all right. Yeah, it's a cool guitar. You can't deny it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be pissed if someone was playing it. Like that's kind of a compliment,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's not like they're chipping your fucking wheels on a car. Yeah, we were joyriding your Mustang. We hit a curb. Sorry.
Yeah, they could add another fucking bunch of dents or scrapes on here. I wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
I guess maybe.
Well,
because
what the fuck is this?
Where's the blood?
Yeah,
that's one thing you noticed. We played a show once.
I was like, oh, it's actually pink.
He's clean
and not freaking crimson red.
Yeah,
or brown.
Mm-hmm. Well, because I sliced my finger or something like that while we played a show, and I'm like, oh, it just kept playing and blood splattered.
It's so rock and roll, bro.
It was Dexter style all over that thing.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. But yeah, no, I'm loving these guitars. I'm so glad I have them again. And I did the thing. I should have fucking done this a long time ago. So we're running a little long for the topic.
Long in the tooth.
Yeah. Long for, I think, let's get another one in. And let's do it this month. And it'll be somewhat relevant. So the topic I had, which I'm sure everybody can think of, like, what's the phoned in topic for a New Year's podcast?
Yeah.
New Year's resolution. We're going to hold off on that one. People are like, what the fuck? You spoiled it.
Whoa, you pulling that one right out of that was a good topic.
But I do have a quick topic here. Or it could be quick, or we could riff on it. But let's end it out on this one. So non-gear topic. Because we did talk about gear. Because look at this. God damn. This old bad boy here. It's a pink guitar. So, I'm back on my bullshit. Doing the intermittent fasting. Doing the low carb.
Is that why you've been in such a bad mood?
I was just fucking hangry.
Just kidding. I just made that up and you're like, no, I'm not in a bad mood. You fucking piece of shit. Just trigger you.
Yeah. So just trying to do that, and I'm trying to get my 10,000 steps a day. I'm doing it, okay? The goals are always the same here this year. It's like, oh, Brian's on keto again. Oh, he's a fucking fat fuck. Eating sandwiches. But hey, it's probably going to happen this year. Who knows? So what I was thinking about this, a little quick one. So, like I said, I'm like, oh, I'm a health keto mindset here. Did you ever? Okay, so to me, I growing up thought like Sun Chips were healthy.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought Subway sandwiches were healthy.
Okay, yep. They trick you. They make you think. Jared, and he's
He's a sneaky guy.
He's a great guy. Yeah, great dude. He's never deceived anyone, or done anything wrong.
Yeah, he's not a bad dude. But it made me think of this. So, did you ever have like a food that you thought was like healthy or actually good for you, but it was actually like bad or not as good for you? So the sun chips are one that I was like, oh my god, multi-grain. There's a sun on there. Sun is nature, and I would eat those. I was like crushing those. Original Blue, I would crush them. And be like, oh yeah, I don't need all the cheese. I'm good. I'm healthy. A little fat kid.
Yeah, I didn't realize that bread was bad for you.
Because it was at
right?
the bottom of the
it's
food
in
chain.
Everything, right?
Yeah.
And when I say bread bad, I mean like American bread's probably the worst thing for you. You know, it's like enriched flour, it's white bread, it's bleached.
Yeah,
it's has almost no nutrition except for the freaking like it's got carbs.
Yeah,
it's got like the simplified carbs or whatever, not the complex carbs, right? So
yeah, but you're not running a marathon or doing anything.
No,
if you're fast cash.
When I
carbs.
run a marathon, I always get a fettuccine Alfredo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get those carbs, dude.
With a straw.
Mm-hmm.
But cream sauce is the. Anyways, no, yeah, I didn't realize that bread or pasta or any of that stuff was bad.
Like linguine with clams.
Yeah, because until like the Atkins diet thing was a popular thing in the early 2000s,
mm-hmm.
and then carbs are bad. I'm like, what's a carb? I thought calories were the bad thing. You know, I'm a child. You know,
calories are fat. Yeah.
Which I think it was probably like 12 or 13 or 14. Fat fuck, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? No bread. I know soda was bad. Not diet soda. Diet soda is good. It's a diet.
Yeah. But it's not.
It's not. Yeah, it's not good.
But still good.
It's all, I mean, you don't tell me, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Yeah. But those were things that I knew, cookie dough, especially out of the freaking Toll House container was bad. Still did it. So good.
Oh, yeah. That's no good at all.
Bread was not even on my radar.
I think that was like
everything was bread.
Yeah.
You get school lunch, everything you get is on bread, in bread, made of bread, in bread.
Yeah. I don't know. We never got like the white bread. Like Wonder Bread or whatever.
Yeah.
So parents were always trying to do wheat bread, which was fine. And
everyone's still the same.
But they would go, oh, it's healthier. I'm like,
because it's whole grain, so it means it moves out of your system faster. No, it doesn't. It has maybe more nutritional value, barely.
Yeah,
but it also tastes like shit. So why would you get it?
Not as good as, but then they would go sourdough too. Now sourdough,
damn, sourdough is so damn good.
Nah, I mean, you turned me on to this tip, the potato bread.
Oh yeah,
I heard it, and I haven't had it. Is potato buns for hot dogs?
Oh yeah, dude,
blow your hair back.
The yellow, it's like the yellow kind of, the dusting of potato. Oh my gosh,
potato bagels too. Fuck.
Damn, dude, you can't do this to me. It's too late.
It's too late
to eat it. Yeah,
but. Yeah.
Who am I kidding? I'm still gonna eat something.
Well, I mean, I was. This is what solidified the Subway thing. Is when I was younger.
Yeah, you're eating a foot-long piece of bread. That's fucking good for you.
Well, no, okay, because this is what worked. Is I was like 16, and me and Daniel, friend of mine, on the show, we would go to the gym. And so we do like an hour and a half workout or whatever, and then we'd go to Subway, get a foot long. And it's like, and I was losing weight, and I'm like, because I was 16 and working out.
Yeah.
So you could eat a fucking foot long hoagie and be fine.
Yeah.
It's like, do that at 36. It's a real fucking different story.
But damn, I mean, those freaking, with the foot long or whatever, the marinara meatball sub, whatever. Still good.
Yeah, you're gonna hate this, but it was like I think it was Tuesday tuna was the $5 footlong. That was mine and Danny's favorite. We'd get those, and it's like, oh, you like tuna? And it's like, I love tuna. And it's like, what? Everybody hates it. And we like Green Day, we like Blink-182, we like tuna sandwiches. We were friends.
Dude, there's like so much mayonnaise in that.
It's so good. You can't convince me. I mean, I like it.
Man, it's like the worst part of. They take such a great fish when it's raw, like the raw fish.
Yeah.
And they cook it.
Yeah. Still good.
Raw tuna is good.
Yeah. I mean, so is tuna.
Raw tuna is good.
Canned tuna with mayonnaise is good too.
Yeah, but you can't eat it without, like, you can eat tuna without anything, and it's great.
Yeah.
Raw.
Yeah.
Can you eat tuna without anything on it?
Like out of a can?
Yeah.
I've done it. It sucks.
Yeah.
You got to put like mustard or something.
I win the argument.
Yeah, but I'm still going to eat it. Shit.
Yeah. You can't stop me.
Yeah.
Or shame me.
Mm-hmm. I think because I was raised on tuna fish sandwiches. Like, that was like, cheap dirtbag food that my family was like, this is what we can give them. Cat
I'm
food.
just a tuna dirtbag baby.
And then one that I had written down here is the all-time biggest one that just like, what the fuck? Orange juice. Fruit juice.
Oh, yeah. That was another one I didn't realize, too.
I thought it was healthy. I thought it was like epitome of health.
Dude, I think I was 18 when someone told me. I was like, damn, this would be, I think I was working at that store, and I am like, this would be the perfect orange juice glass. Because they had like juice glasses that were this big. And I'm like, for this big being, 3 inches tall.
Yeah.
It's bigger than a shot glass, but it's not bigger than like a regular drink, like a double old fashioned, whatever.
Yeah.
And, they're like, I'm like, juice glass? That's the worst juice glass. Well, this one is like the 20 ounce, same shape. I'm like, this is the perfect orange juice glass. And someone's like, yeah, but that's a lot of sugar. I'm like,
you can't have 24 ounces.
There's sugar in orange juice?
Yeah. It's made of oranges, not from concentrate, idiot. You stupid
it's
bitch.
It's fructose, not glucose or sucralose, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's good for you. Yeah, and that's the other thing, fruit. Yeah, dude, fruit's good for you. I mean, you get the vitamins.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't be like eating a shitload. Your body will tell you when you should stop eating fruit because you actually have diarrhea if you have too much fruit.
Yeah.
So your body goes, oh, you hit the max limit. You lose. Goodbye. Dump. Just boom. Just dump it all.
Oh, that was the biggest one. Is like fruit juice. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Apple juice? I can't just drink a ton of this? It's like, no, you fucking idiot.
A smoothie. You're like, oh, yeah, I'll go to Jamba Juice. That's healthy. No, it's not. If you watch, they're putting fucking ice cream in there, by the way. The one that I love was, I'll get the peanut butter smoothie. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That one is good, but damn. That thing.
I don't think I've had it more than just maybe a one time. It's like frozen yogurt. I didn't think it was like healthy, but it's like you can get it to where it's like this is all right, like treat. So I went with a girlfriend of mine. She's like, "Oh, let's go to this, a frozen yogurt, joint over here." And then I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, oh, we got separate deals. So she's like, oh, I'm going to get the low fat, whatever deal and put like maybe a couple pieces of like granola and a couple berries on there. And then I got this like the full, strain. And then guess what? You're putting fucking Reese's cups, the whole John on there. You're putting whole Oreos on there. You're putting the whole thing. So the thing is like measured by weight too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So she's like, what the? Yours is like 3 times as much as mine. I'm like, yeah. But it's way cooler than yours.
Yeah, frozen yogurt. Because it has no fat free. So this is good.
No, but tons of sugar and calories.
The sugar in that to make up for how shitty that stuff tastes without the fat.
Oh no, but hers, she got, like I said, more straight and narrow kind of deal.
Oh yeah, I was saying that was other food that's like,
yeah.
oh, it's frozen yogurt.
Yeah.
It's fat-free froyo.
No, even just like regular yogurt. That was like a thing of like, oh, yogurt, have that for breakfast. This is good. I'm like, it's just full of sugar and bullshit. None of that is. It's like this.
And then you get the one that's the plain one on accident. Like your mom, okay, you're out of this where your mom, go get the vanilla.
Yeah.
Not frozen, the vanilla yogurt. Okay. Yeah. You get the plain one on accident and you eat it. You're like, ugh, what the hell? You want to eat this? Yeah, for only 25,000 years of cultivating cows. Yeah, I'm sure they made that shit all the time.
Another one was Greek yogurt. That came on a little bit when we were.
Yeah, I didn't know that even existed.
Young men in our 20s.
I didn't even know Greece was a country.
Yeah,
I thought it was just a
fucking
play.
movie.
Holiday Road. I love that fucking movie.
But yeah, I mean, we. It's like, I think I had a girlfriend at the time, early 20s or whatever, and it was like she was like eating Greek yogurt, and I'm like, what the hell is that? So I tried it. I'm like, what?
Jesus, yeah, it's pretty gross.
What the fuck is up with you crazy broad? No,
you. Damn,
you like this shit? She was big on apple cider vinegar too, just drinking that. I'm like,
oh no way.
Oh, it's for health benefits. I'm like, what? At a certain point, I just like kind of was like took in everything that
your
she
breath. Said. It's not helping anyone. No benefits there.
Yeah, no, I mean, still get after it because jugged up. But anyways, well, this is not Patreon.
Whoa, shit.
What are we doing here? So we found some things that were just unhealthy that like we didn't know. We were lied to at the time, right?
Yeah.
You got anything else for me? All right.
We could talk about toys we thought were fun until you realize it's not. Being a fat kid, you're like, oh, I love laser tag, and then you're like, man, this is hard work.
I just get just fucking shot up.
Fucking run down by the fucking skinny kids.
Or guess what? Soccer, you're the goalie.
Yeah.
Like, put the fat kid as a goalie. One, I don't want, like, you're not gonna fast reaction time, and then two, in high school, and
you're a better door than a fucking window. You know?
Well, and also it's like here. I mean, not to be racist, but some of those kids treated soccer like it was their fucking job.
Yeah,
it's like, how does this chubby kid? How is he fucking?
Yeah, this kid's running circles around me.
David Beckham all of a sudden. I don't know if he's good or not. But
I'll bend you like Beckham.
Yeah, he launches that thing like it's a fucking rocket. I'm like, this is gonna hit me in the face and break my neck.
I didn't like playing those games. Like, let's say we had PE, but when we had freaking frisbee, ultimate frisbee, I went hard. I was diving for shit. Yeah.
Racquetball like was fun.
This is even like high school, dude. I had PE for senior year because I was like the loser. Oh yeah. Who I didn't have that credit, so I had to take it. So it's like,
but you had
because they had it for like, was it senior and junior? You had to have it.
Well, it was
sophomore and senior. You didn't.
Most people, freshman and sophomore, they just knock it out and get it done. But you're a senior coming in, and there's a certain thing. One, two, because you're like about the same size you are now. Yeah. And then also it's like you develop muscle and strength that as a 17-year-old, 18-year-old, some 14-year-old doesn't have. There's a difference between that you're like a 17-year-old just like, Goliath, just fucking smacking the ball. Badminton, you're just crushing it. And you have the seniority to where you can pick the bozo sports that you're like, oh, everybody wants to play badminton. Guess what? I'm playing it.
Yeah, badminton. I wasn't not to be racist. I was not the best, but I still had fun.
I know what you're gonna say.
I didn't say anything raises. I'd totally avoid it. But just saying that makes it raise.
Yeah.
I could avoid that.
For I guess like I didn't say anything raises either, but you do for mine. It was like
yeah, you don't have to.
Right.
We got you.
Pablo's launching that thing in my fucking face.
But with Ultimate Frisbee,
yeah,
we had like tournaments and stuff, whatever. For like, I think we played it for like 6 weeks or whatever. It was a long time.
Yeah,
but I loved it. I was just like, running, actually having fun, getting some exercise in.
Yeah.
But yeah, just diving, throwing it, doing perfect catches. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You should see me out there. Well, probably not now. I got to train.
I got a bad ankle. Yeah.
Yeah.
That kid there is an athlete.
Yeah.
They see Kyle out
There's
there.
a scout out on the stands.
In the stands.
The college scout.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit.
for Ultimate Frisbee.
Oh man. We're having too much fun on this one. This one's good. It's a good one to get back into it. Happy 2025, folks.
Yeah. This is what the rest of the year is going to look like.
Yeah, let's bring it in for a landing. What do you say?
Let's do it.
All right. So thank you for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. Happy that you tuned. I don't know. It's been a while since we've done this. Give me a second. Give me a break. Cut me some slack, Jack. I've been your host, and to all, a good night. No, hold on.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. We love you for it. And if you like what you hear, you can follow along on social media. We got Instagram at the Tone Jerks, and we have a Facebook group. Both of those linked in the description. And if you want to watch the video, we're on YouTube, so you can watch it. Actually, Zoom is doing a better job. We're getting.
I haven't had any problems.
720 now.
Wow.
Whoa.
Finally, you pay for
they
3
keep
years.
upcharging us $1 every couple of fucking months. We're doing 720 now.
What are we paying for? Okay, inflation goes up, but like what on their end? Is it the
they added
the sex parties they're having?
Exactly.
When they have nachos, is that what we're paying for?
Well, I mean, they added fucking AI, which that doesn't help us at all.
Thank God.
You're fucking.
We should do an episode with AI joining in with the conversation.
I mean, they're wetting their fucking beaks. Well, I'm fucking dry as a bone over here. But hey, we got YouTube over there. We're doing 720. We're doing HD now. We're coming at you. And so check that out over there. Give us a sub, give us a thumb. And if you like what you hear, you really like us. You like me. You really like me. You can give us some little support over there on patreon.com/theToneJerks. You can do $1 a month, you get a shout out, but you do $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week. And we've been doing our damnedest to try and catch up and keep it to where you're getting more bonus episodes than regular ones. I know we've been jammed up. We've talked about it. Kyle's been hog hunting. I've been just fucking cranking my hog.
Hog hunting at Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Those urinals.
Yeah.
Just waiting to grab one. They're slippery bastards.
But
especially the ones with turtlenecks.
If it goes away, I just keep grabbing it.
It's a pissy job, but you gotta do it.
Yeah. But
you piss all over you. Anyways, keep going.
Yeah, there's something in there.
I'm workshopping it. Don't worry. You're like, please don't. I'm gonna need you to log off. Actually,
they call me Mellow Yellow. Anyways, so we've been busy, but we've been getting back into it. New year, new us. We're keeping it keto, keeping it fresh, keeping it cool. But over on the Patreon there, that's where the fun is. You got bonus episodes every week, and then we're gonna get back to doing this one weekly. But you get the whole bonus catalog, not just like the one. Oh, I signed up. I got one episode. No, you get the whole back catalog. We have like over 300. We have more, like 20 more bonus episodes than regular ones.
We have more episodes than Joe Rogan has. Okay, that's basically what Brian's trying to say.
I don't think so, but
no, Brian, don't be modest.
So
we're pretty damn good.
Patreon, you're not just
and
getting...
we expect to be compensated for it.
Oh, yeah. For $1 or $2. But it's not just like, oh, here's a preview 10 minutes before. It's a full-on episode. Separate from the main feed. It's hidden behind a paywall. Sometimes we get a little rowdy over there. A little risque. Get a little horned up over there. It's fun stuff over there. So check that out. We're going to do more. We're going to do behind the scenes NAM content over there because we're going to NAM. We didn't mention that. We're going to do NAM
Patreon.
episode.
We bust our hogs out.
Yeah. We're going to do a main episode.
Let the hogs out. Anyways,
That's episode
fucking
title right
hurry
there.
up, dude.
So check that. I haven't done this in a while. So yeah. But just for the support, we wanted to give you all a huge shout out, a sizable acknowledgement. Kyle, you got a list over there?
I got it right, y'all.
Why don't you give it to...
I have Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove and Red 4, his synth project. I got Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Nicholas Payson, Nicholas Ogburn, Doug King, Joe from the Like Mind Network, Masters of the Cinematic Universe, and also the Just Depressing Podcast. I got RJ Smith from Televised Neon and Telly Talks. He's from television, and he has telepathy.
Telepathy.
And we got telepathy, We got Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray, Steve Rao from 60 Cycle, Hum with an H, Kevin Equits from Equits Guitars, Co Schneider from the band Night Tides, Alvaro Viramontes, Brian Nutter of Nutter Guitars, Mel Chipson of Chipson Guitars. I think he did Passion of the Christ, the Apocalypto also.
Yeah.
Busy guy. Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop, Mad Max.
He was also, I think, on JRE this week.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I did watch a little clip. Yeah, so... Never mind.
That green thing you're wearing.
That green thing you're wearing. What the fuck's your problem?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Your blank's hanging out the back. Anyways. Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop. Sean Fahey for the band Shadowhounds. Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects. Just a Sean, John trio.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. And then we got Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects. Mike Oxbig. Denny Whacked It.
Oh, yeah.
Zach Hale. Eric Merrill from YouTube, Instagram, and the Movie Podium Podcast. We have Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop Podcast. Matthew Fenslaw. Matthew Davis, Chase Stevens, Pete from over there, and Keaton Myrick.
Oh, yeah.
That is the list.
That's it.
It's a good list. A lot of good names in there.
2025.
A lot of good people on both sides on this one.
Damn it. 2025 is going to be our year. It's going to be your year.
All right.
We love you. We'll see you next time. Boy.
Bye.